Well, wouldn't you know it? Hello to anybody out there. But once again, it seems we're having technical difficulties. Burger King foot lettuce. Well, let's see what's going on here. Hmm. I'm here, working on camera. Oh, but you can't see a little art that I put on there. Oh well. Alright, webcam, what's your deal? Ah, what fun. Display adapter. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to try to add the webcam again. Oh, hi. Now we get to do all that super fun stuff. Actually, you know what? Copy filters. You guys get to watch me play with this live. Wow. Just what you've always wanted. Get out of here. What's up, boy? We're having some technical difficulties, but, you know, the huge. For some reason, my webcam stopped wanting to cam. So we're just re-adding it in. Yeah, I guess. Luckily, it came back on when I re-added the source, but I have no idea why it would have stopped. No, I use Slobs. It's the Streamlabs OBS. What was I doing? Let's see if we can fix this one. Hi. I'm a big guy. And worm. Nope, don't do that. There we go. I'm gonna make this. Oh, I'm gonna make this just a little smaller. And boom. Boom. I think everything else is working okay. All right. Check them both out here. Take that off. And we're up and running. Okay. So tonight, for anybody who's going to stick around or hang out, we had a request from Panda Stew Goo over here that we're going to do some semi-tandem oxygen not included. So I'm going to kick open a world seed. Unless you've got a world seed that you're already running. And I'll catch up to you. It's definitely not going to be a race because he's new and I will be much faster. But it'll still be fun. Yes, they will drown in urine. Until you learn to harness that urine for your own profit. Like any hospital Because you know that's what they do. They just sell your urine. Alright. Trying to get the right level for this game. Because it can get kind of loud and kind of quiet. I'll do like here. All right. Oxygen not included. Let's see. Let's do survival. We'll just go with nice, easy peasy. Actually, you know what? Let's do this, Panda. Start a world that you're interested in and send me the coordinates, and then I'll copy it. That way you can pick one out that you like. In the meantime, we'll watch nothing. I've got the biggest tangle of cords over here. I mean, no, do survival. Sorry. But other than that, whatever you want. You can play on no sweat if you want, but give me the asteroid you want. We need sweat. Sweat. Baby sweat. Baby. Sex is a Texas drought. Me and you do the kind of stuff that only Prince would sing about. Those are some original lines that I wrote in my journal a couple nights ago. In case I ever publish a memoir. They have an update coming up. They said it's later in the year, but they said that you'll be able to fly a rocket to a different asteroid and play on both asteroids simultaneously. I've yet to successfully launch a rocket, but it still sounds good. Okay. Hey. Let's see. 0080564 9G OCANA 167008058 05649G. There we go. I have no idea what this leads to, so it should be pretty neat to see. Also, I'm going to try to take the first duplicates it suggests. There's only a couple that I like absolutely downright refuse to take, one of them being flatulent. We've got suit wearing, increased machinery, cannot research, vomiter, balloon artist. That's perfect. You're good to go, Otto. Researching good, suit wearing fine. Increased medicine, never use it. Cannot cook, vomiter, and super productive. That's good. We'll have 2 vomiters making us polluted water for free. And why does everybody want to be doctors? I never need a doctor. Ooh, loud sleeper. That's all right. That one's a yuck, but no big deal. Let's see. Panda. Panda sister colony. There we go. The panda sister colony will embark. Alert! I've woken at the target location. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Some small puddles of water. We'll probably drop this water. I think we'll try to keep the water over here. The vacuum. No crazy colors coming in. There's some heat. There's some heat. And there's no abyssalite, so that's going to start getting real hot. Real hot. Oh, pandemonium. Dang it. I missed out. That's alright. This is Pandemonium's sister colony. With the dupe exchange program. Alright. So let's start going this way a little bit. I don't want to go too far this way because of the heat. Until we get, what are those things called? Insulated tiles. Oh, yuck. Alright, I can't do that one-time speed. That'll drive me nuts. We got some resources, so we're gonna do a ladra. And for now, I do this. We're gonna put a couple outhouses where it's nice and hot, so it'll be hot, sweaty outhouses. And then this part we have to do carefully. So we're gonna come through here and here. Then we're gonna do that. Panda, one of the best things for me to learn was some of the hotkeys. So like G to dig, C to cancel, X to deconstruct. Those are like one of the biggest lifesavers. You've probably already figured it out, but if you hit like F6 to open the liquid panels to look at your plumbing, and then you hit C, it will only cancel plumbing. If you hit X, it will only deconstruct pipes. Oh, how did you get in there? How the hell did she get in there? Alright. Well, I wasn't planning on opening this yet, but we'll open it. Wow. That one baffles me. Okay, so we need to dig this up. My plan is we're going to have them dump the water over this way to create a reservoir. It's a lot of sandstone. Good chunk of copper. Got some slime. Ooh, lots of algae. Lots of algae down south. We're going to get this copper. My guys is asleep. My guys is also asleep. Or, well, they will be. They're just gonna plop down on the ground. And they're gonna sleep right next to this light. It's gonna piss them off. Where's the light? Look at that. Barely outside. They're dumb. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so they did that. Now we're going to dig 1, 3. I don't know that this is actually the best way to dig over here, but that's what we're doing. And once we get some space, we'll put the ladder straight here so they don't have to run as far. I'm mirroring your base. Oh wait, you built outhouses. Whoops. First things you want to build usually are outhouses because they'll start peeing all over the place. And then research if you want to get cooking on some better stuff. Or cots. Because you want to have cots, but especially at the beginning, their temperament, their like stress level stays low enough that they're usually fine. They can take some stress. Right now, Nisbet has hypothermia, so we might just have to give her some time to take a break from digging. Oh, 2 of them have hypothermia. All right. Let's, for now, build a couple of those. We're going to sweep up this mess. That way, while we modify the floor, we're not dropping more crap into the water. And we want all things except... You want to check to make sure that organic doesn't have polluted polluted dirt or slime. At least I do, because that will put polluted dirt and slime into these, which will then off-gas slime lung germs or just polluted oxygen itself. So I store those separate. So like we don't have the option because we haven't gathered any, but we'll start putting the polluted dirt in there until we can compost it. That's my way of doing it. All right. Now one of them is a loud snorer. don't really love having this water right above them. Look at them, look how much fun they're having with nothing to do. I like their conversations. Hey, what's up, Rainbow Bright Eyes? What's that flooring you put down? Oh, if you go to base, that's your basic tile. And tiles are used to make things look more established, but mainly they run faster along tiles. So later you'll get metal tiles, plastic tiles. Just those things will, they're basically building your walls. They also help with decor. So like if I make this into a room, we'll do a small room here. So they're going to turn that into a room. All right, so you go to the room overlay. This is now a room, but you can see it is miscellaneous. It has no effect. But you have a whole list over here, and it's going to suggest the next closest one. So the suggested one is that it is missing a wash station to be a latrine. So you can look here, latrine. It will increase their morale, and it requires a toilet, a wash station, and no industrial machinery inside of it. So that's one thing with it. Sweep this shit up. I'm going to sweep this, and then I'm going to tell them when I sweep it. We're going to do priority 6. Which, as you've learned, Panda, means more priority. They don't want to put the muck root in this thing yet, because you have to go over here to edible and select muck root, and then they'll put it in the storage. I got a little viewer too. Welcome, little viewer. What's the key shortcut for sweep? M is mop, K is sweep. And you can hover over it down here. So on the bottom left, I know it's hard to see with all my overlay there. On the bottom left, it looks like a little moving trolley. That's K. Mop. Harvest, you don't use as much, but it can be helpful in certain situations. Once you get ranching unlocked, you can capture critters. So they'll go and they'll spray them with like a rope, and then they'll drop them off at a designated checkpoint. And then extract pipe contents on the far bottom right. That's hardly ever used. It requires a plumber to do it, but there are times when it's helpful. It takes whatever liquid is out of a pipe or a gas vent out. All right. Why aren't you guys helping? There's so much stuff to sweep. Why are they not doing it? Idle. You. Move over there. And you. Move over there. Oh, because it's full. I was getting real mad for a second. All right, and since they cleaned up some of the clutter, I'm going to build a bridge down here. And we're going to deconstruct this spot in between. And as you can see, we should have deconstructed first because they chose to go all the way around to get to the ladder. Because I had yet to say don't do that. All right, I'm going to check out these printables, but I'm going to wait until after they wake up. That way the new person is charged and restored. And then up here in the corner, you've got your kilocalories, and it'll break it down into We've got about 13,000 kilocalories of nutrient bar, about 9,500 of muck root. So they typically need around 1,000 kilocalories per cycle per dupe. So we want to have at least 4,000, per day, because I'm about to pull another dupe. So we want to keep an eye on this because we're going to have to start growing food soon. But I kind of want to get some stuff established first. We might be... Oh, not that. We might be cutting it close on starvation. Okay, good at building, decorating, and science. Binge eater. Really good at ranching, good at digging. Won't do doctoring, and he's destructive. Supplying means they can carry a ton of stuff. Cannot do doctoring, cannot do researching. Ooh. Let's do... Binge eater, destructive. Let's do Turner here. All right. We're going to copy the settings to this and to that. And we're going to set this to... Oh, still haven't gotten polluted dirt yet. They all have soggy feet from walking in urine. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta try to mop it. Like this right here, if I see the little tiny bits of any liquid, I'll mop it. But they're just gonna get soggy feet. They'll be alright. Especially once you start doing, you can use liquid locks to trap gas from getting out of one room with a tile full of water, but that means every time they go in and out, they have to get wet. All right, got that cleaned. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go. Looks like this goes relatively far down. Let's move our base stuff. Do it up here. 2, 3, 4. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is gonna look weird. I try to get some nature reserves to keep them happy. So what we're gonna do, I like to make my floors 4 high if I can. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 would be here. So I'm going to kill all these plants. Oh, wait a minute, wait. Don't do that, don't do that. Cancel. That's not gonna work the way I want. Their hypothermia is gone, so I'm going to give them more. More hypothermia. Trying to shape this into a somewhat of a pyramid. I want to capture this water and wall it off so that I can kind of use this floor the way I want. Ooh, look at all that copper. Okay, we seriously got to get stepping on some other things though. So, furniture. Come here to study some ways to keep alive. Nice to meet you, sir. Well, nice to meet you, CX Soong. I'm guessing it is. I'm definitely no pro, but giving my buddies some tips. But we have to get stepping on research. So we're gonna do noisy sleeper, I think is 3 squares, but we're gonna be safe and do a little more. Now this part, I'm going to do ever so gingerly. So maybe don't get this close to the water. My buddy Panda here put in, gave me a world seed so we could try it out together. You got too close to the water. Well, you got a couple options. You can see where it flows and turn all of that into your new reservoir, or you can restart the to the previous cycle and cancel whatever building you were about to do. See where you did the problem. So the way that I do some of that is like right here, and this is really what'll get you is sand. So even if you leave space and forget that the sand will fall, all that water is going to come through. So you do diagonals, and so I built these 2 tiles. Now I can build a tile diagonally, and that will keep the water from coming through. So you got to kind of really feel it out to get it in there without causing a big mess. Oh, way to choose the right bed, Nisbet. That's my own fault. I should have told her to go there. What a jerk. She's rude. Nisbet. Come on, you know who you are. You know you're the snorer. Okay. So now we're going to I have to like triple think through that every time. See, the water got stopped on the corner. Yay. And now we can build this out more. Oh, yeah. I'm getting distracted. Stations. We absolutely need to get research going. We've got to. Let's turn this into an actual floor here. Oh. They're gonna trap themselves, I just know it. Dupes find a way. Oops. Let's just get rid of this whole thing. Did you figure out where you're gonna put all that dumped water? Okay, so now that we've got this all walled in, I'm going to deconstruct the blocks that aren't needed. We'll leave that one for now. So that'll give them some space. And so we're now pushing the water over. Wonderful. Research stations. Research station. Pivotal. a must-have. I'm going to start off with some manual power. And we won't use it too much, so that won't get too hot for them. That's all they need for right now. So, in order to get some bonuses going, let's turn this into a room. Tile. Let them all do their thing. They want to sit here and eat while they use the outhouse like true best bros. I love the animations on this. They did such a good job. Okay, so it's not a pretty room, but now if you go to the room overlay, you'll see this has become a barracks. It's a 48 tile size room with 4 buildings. And the effects, +1 morale, which is good. We need that. They're sleeping in soggy beds. Yeah, they're just gonna be soggy. No matter what you do, they'll find a way. Luckily, none of them died. Usually that's what happens. Also, we're going to mop that. And we're going to deconstruct that. I might leave this as organic. I hate to leave all that algae, but we might do that and leave this for a nature reserve, because the nature reserves give them a little bonus happiness. They loves it. Probably not this one though. Dig that out. No, see, I'm getting distracted. Research. Ah, the research tree. So some really good go-tos are power for better batteries. Plumbing, especially if you've dropped water somewhere you don't want it, you could always build a pump it back to where you do want it. Lighting can be helpful for like farming bristleberries. Here we go, I forgot they changed that. So I go the farming route because we want to start growing us some food, or we's gonna starve. So when you're attaching machines like your research station here, you have to have, if you hit F2, this is your power. You got 400 watts in plus 400 watts from this generator. You can see that there's a cable connected. There's a battery holding energy that is then used. This machine uses 60 watts when connected. These batteries suck real bad, but for right now they're fine. Oh no, we're running out of oxygen. I opened too much too fast. How do we want to do that? Oxygen. It's gonna start getting real hot in here. Early source of oxygen is the algae diffuser, oxygen diffuser. It'll take the algae that you find and turn it into oxygen, which is fine early game, but you want to try and get off of it kind of quick, because once you burn through the initial algae, some biomes still have it, like the slime biome will still have it, but it can get a little trickier to find. Also, it gets hot, so can't really see too much now. It's very lightly turning yellow, but after a couple cycles, this will all start to be yellow, and it'll get really, really toasty. But you can also see we're starting to get some darker purples and blues. But it takes a minute. Idle. Why are we idle? I need more projects. What projects do we have? Let's for now do this. And just for S's and G's, it doesn't really matter too much right now, but let them finish that wall. What else do we have? So we unlocked the algae terrarium. It's a good way to do little pockets of oxygen. Like, let's say you've dug down real deep. I might drop one down there because it'll make just a little pocket of oxygen. But it's very resource heavy for what you actually get, in my opinion. So I try not to use them. And planter box, ration box, compost. Compost is good. You just got to be careful because it generates a lot of heat. And that is like the #1 hardest thing for me, is keeping heat down. So the more I can prevent, the better. Oop. I know this is probably going to seem weird. I don't think I can mop that. Oh, I can mop that. Mop that. So you're worried they're sleeping in soggy beds. If you click on the brain up here, right now mine's at 0%. That's your stress levels. And you can see under stress on condition, when you hover over that, it's going to tell you their stress up and down. So, did I put this on no sweat after telling you not to? So I'll start this whole thing over. I don't care. What does it say? Oh, I just looked at that. No, stop. Oh, maybe your seed did. Oh well. Life goes on. I'm just mad at you and I'll probably cry tonight, but that's alright. So, I'm not going to take another duplicate yet because we've been going real slow on progress. So, we're going to take... I don't really want shine nymphs either. You can't talk tonight. So, here's what we're going to do. Okay. We just finished our research. And we're gonna do critter eggs, shine nymph eggs. We're gonna dump them all in there. So now we've got 3. We're missing 1. 1, 2, 3. Thought there was a 4th. Now we're gonna dump them on the ground. And we're gonna build a door. We're gonna try to keep those little things inside. But it'll never work. And they always get out, and then they keep my people up, and I feel bad because I have to kill them. Idle. Everybody's idle. Oh yeah. Farm tiles. Oh, I don't want that right next to... So I'm going to build some farm tiles to grow mealwood. I don't want it real close to this because there's going to be a lot of heat generated down here. Which isn't really a huge problem. It's not a ton of heat, but I don't know how long it'll be before I can figure out how to cool it down. So we're going to shoot for like higher up. So let's do like here, right here. And we're gonna go to food, farm tile. Something else you can do early game, you do not have to, but if you leave one space between the ladder and the floor tiles, so like leave a space here and here, that's gonna help the gas move around. But it's not mission critical if you don't do that. Okay, so we can have a nature reserve, a nature reserve, a nature reserve. Oh, getting wild. So I'm going to make a big block wall and then cut out the middle and put like a ladder through it. And this will become its own kind of room off to the side. Alright, so we're going to plant mealwood seeds. We're going to copy that to everything that we can. We're also going to harvest all of this. I don't think these are going to grow, but it doesn't hurt. Oh, wait, stop. We want to disable harvesting the muckroot. Because that's going to be one of my plants for my... Oh, you're still going to do it, aren't you? That was going to be one of my plants for a nature reserve. But now we'll have to do this one. Put this here. Oh, our stuff got buried. My peeps is pooing in low oxygen. Uh-oh. Yep, about all you can do is throw down an algae diffuser, oxygen diffuser. Or if you, no, that's the best thing to do. Make sure you got those researchers moving. You got to get researching. ABR, always be researching. Let's see. So we got food rolling. So there's some different strategies I've seen people use. One of them is just let your people, don't build them bathrooms, make as much dirty water as you can, and then put deodorizers above the area where all that water sits. And it will just take all that polluted oxygen, turn it into clean oxygen, which only really takes sand to make the decontaminators work. Some people say to use outhouses for as long as possible so that you're getting the dirt, because the polluted dirt will compost into regular dirt, and once that's gone, that's gone. At least as far as I've seen. My approach is to just jump on water as quick as possible. So I want to get to a real full-fledged bathroom because it is a infinite supply of water. I'll usually trap some chlorine to clean out the filtered water, and then you have beautiful, crystal clean water. Wow. Mealwood is a very typical starter crop. It's like the first one. It only takes 2 spaces to grow, so you can kind of cram them in. But you need something like 4 per dupe. So you do need a lot of them. And they take dirt. I just closed my game closing out of the research window. They probably didn't start that research. You can do this, man. Hang in there. Feel like you're just too stressed out. Clicking all these buttons, making people pee all over themselves. It's okay. Don't flip the table. It's alright. Oh, this is going to be a problem. I've got both outhouses reaching critical mass, which is fine if we catch it now. Okay. So we're going to up the priority in these. You don't want this to happen. If you can catch one of them separately and manually have them clean it, that will get them staggered so that they're not both down at the same time. Because when they're both down, they'll start making messes. Good, okay. He's cleaning it. Clean it, Turner, clean it. I know you hate it. Okay. What's going on over here? Why aren't you building my stuff? How's this heat doing? Yeah, see, this heat was, starts out at like a razor line. Now you can see it starting to seep in. And I think the next thing we research is going to be insulated tiles to try and wall this off, because this is already getting up to 90 degrees. I don't play on Celsius. I tried. I know everybody does Celsius, but I couldn't. I tried. I promise I tried. This game is very complicated, which is fun, but also overwhelming. The early stuff you get used to, but the later stuff, I thought last time I played, I thought I'm gonna launch a rocket. I'm gonna do it. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna do it. But once I got there, turns out it's more complicated than I expected. Of course. So I did not launch a rocket. Sputnik all over again. Oh, this isn't a big deal, but if you see this little symbol when you're digging, that means that you don't have somebody with a high enough skill level to do that. Which isn't a huge deal, but irritating. We got some wild meal lice. They can eat that. Why are they not picking it up? Aha! Because I haven't told them to. Let's just put all edible things. Oh, I dropped it all on the floor. I'm a dummy. Make that a 7. Okay. Let's just stop for a second and do a check here. Stress is good. No sickies. Got decent food. Their morale is fine. We need to do skills. This little hat symbol means your printing pod is ready for some skill assignment. So everybody has earned 1 skill point. Otto here. Let's see if they have any hearts. Otto enjoys wearing exosuits. Luckily, that's not anywhere near practical. So instead, Otto, you're going to... Hold on. He can't research. Mima likes research. So Mima, you're a researcher. And we're going to give you a hat for advanced research. Oh crap, I was trying to clean out the toilets, but nothing was happening. Turns out I had it paused, and now they're both out of commission. It's alright. They'll get there. They'll clean it. Just make the priority like 8. So that they do nothing. Just sit there and watch them clean it like they're your kids. Make them clean it with your eyes. Oh, Nisbet also wants advanced research. Let me guess. One of them's probably better. Science 5. Okay, no. Good. So, medicine compounding. Yuck. Yuck! You're a digger now. You like digging. So you get the hard digging hat. And my boy Turner here, he loves carrying, so you just carry away. Construction, farming, grilling. Let's take you towards mechatronics engineering. Let's just go with carrying too. There you go. You both like carrying. So now that we have set their little skills, they come over here and they go, oh, I know Kung Fu. Then they put on their hat. I know carry. Oh, I know think good. And I know carry. You're not trying to play on like the triple speed, right? You're keeping it down to the single speed. You don't want to get in over your head. There's a lot of crap to watch. Like I'm already sitting here thinking like, oh, I know I'm missing something. He bounced it up and came back down. Yeah. Like when you're sitting there watching him dig, it's hard to not turn it up. But then when you have like 3 things happen at once, you're like, oh, shoot. Maybe this was a little too much. Just now I'm noticing that they're sleeping in a big old puddle of carbon dioxide. So it's coming up out of this diffuser, and the oxygen is pushing into the room, But because both squares are blocked with oxygen, carbon dioxide can't go out. So we are going to... What are we going to do? That's not one I usually run into. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do this. We're gonna tile this in high priority. We're going to deconstruct this wall. There we go. That's all walled off. So now we're going to dig this. And we're going to put a door here. Because these pneumatic doors are basically just screens. And then that should let the carbon dioxide start falling out. There'll still be a little skim here, but they were actually like dying while they were sleeping. Where do you put the polluted dirt? So I put a storage... Alright. Stuff's afoot. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Listen to the bleeps and bloops. Okay. Wow. Adventures. We're really doing it, guys. Yeah. Polluted dirt. I put my polluted dirt by a compost heap. I don't love the setup of this one, so I hadn't put one down yet, but once you unlock... what's it under? Refinement. So once you unlock it by researching, you can put your compost somewhere. I'll just put it here. And I do one storage bin kind of off by the outhouses. You go to organic polluted dirt. So that will at least keep all of the polluted oxygen coming from one spot, so it's a little easier to deal with. Otherwise, they'll start putting it in, you know, a bin here, over here. But this will at least keep it centralized. Alright, so we got that done. We're going to deconstruct all this. We're going to put in a ladder. Yeah, and so as they get polluted dirt, they'll bring it over here, shovel it around, and it'll turn into normal dirt. But like I said, some people run bases where they just keep stacking up polluted dirt and polluted water so that it's just generating tons of dirty air, and then they clean it with the decontaminators. Sorry about pulling him away. It's alright. These things happen. So I was pulled away for a second because we found dry blood on the sink and the toilet, but upon closer inspection, it was not dry blood. It was the powdered A&W root beer that goes in the bottles of water. One of the small people in the house decided that they wanted to mix their own root beer drink, and then didn't tell anybody that looked like they'd cut themselves with a knife. But we figured it out. A simple taste test revealed that it was not blood like I was hoping. Yes, you heard me right. I was hoping it was blood, because maybe that meant someone learned a lesson. Man, I'm lost. I'm all over the place. How are we doing on food? Ooh, we're down to muckroot. That's not good. Oh, something else you're going to notice here. Consumables. These directly affect the morale of a duplicant each day. So when you hover over it, you're going to see like meal ice is morale -1. We don't have a lot of other options, but bristleberries are a 0. When you start using the grill to cook things, they'll get more morale just for eating certain types of food. So you can come into this list and you can disable, like muckroot is 1. Right now we have to eat it. But if we have better food in the fridge, we can say, hey, don't eat muckroot. And that'll just keep everybody from messing with that one. Confirmed vampire. My microbe musher has no water, but I can't figure out how to get them to get water. So to get water, I'm surprised I haven't done this yet. Usually that's one of the first things I do. So this will be a perfect example. Let's take out these guys. You're going to go to the plumbing overlay, and there's one called a pitcher pump. And you're just going to put that there, and the pitcher pump floor is walkable, so you want to treat that as a actual walking tile. But then they will hop over here, grab water, and it will suck up whatever. So if this is in dirty water, they'll pull up dirty water, yada yada. If it's in crude oil, they'll pump up crude oil. Somehow I don't have anything right now that requires water, which is kind of weird. I'm going to, though. I'm going to need to, well, actually the mealwoods, we might be able to get away from it. So I try to skip the dirt bars. Can't remember what they're called. Mush bars. If I can, because it takes a lot of electricity and water, and you just don't really need to mess with it if you can. Because they'll just eat the straight mealworms off the ground. Going to bed. Alright, well thank you for all your help. Sorry we couldn't find any real blood tonight. Maybe next time though. It's just stupid root beer mix. Here's another little time saving trick for you, Panda. We can only hope. You're gonna notice here. So if you build, all right, hold on. If you build these, they're gonna look like this, and they're gonna say select a seed. Well, I want to plant mealwood, but I don't have any mealwood, so I can't plant. It won't let me. So what do? We go over here and we do copy settings on one that is planted, boom. Now whenever they find a seed, they'll bring it over here without us having to tell them. Because that's nice, because it's real easy to lose track of that. $30. What do I want to do here? Pipsqueak. Oh, perfect. So pipsqueaks are not native. Figuring out why I had no power. Cut a wire with my pump. Cut a wire with your pump. Oh. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. So here's something fun for that too. If you let these guys, well, they're not working. I don't have any projects. So if you, when you hit X for your deconstruct, or C for your cancel, those are also down here. So when you have the demolish or deconstruct button pulled up, you've got a tool filter. So if I do buildings, that's all the stuff like, you know, beds, machinery, walls. So you can do this, and it's going to take all the buildings only. And if you switch it to like power wires and do this, oh, that's cancel, sorry. Deconstruct power wires. So I selected everything, but it's only going to do the wires. But it can also trap you to where you might be canceling something and not cancel it until it's too late. That also happens if you hit F2 and go into the electricity overlay. Hitting deconstruct will only target wires in that overlay. No, stop. Ah, I was too slow. I screwed it up. See, there you go. They're like freaking locusts when they don't have anything to do. So now we get to rebuild those wires. Here you go. Copper wire. Wow. Great job, guys. You did it. This little guy, Pip, they are not native to this type of asteroid, but they will go around, they'll dig through your storage bins, and they will plant seeds. And what's nice is that means they can plant wild seeds, so you can get like park and nature reserve bonuses by having wild plants. The downside is they're very difficult to control where they plant them, and they're always like digging crap out of your storage unit and just leaving them places. Anyway, I gotta do some real projects here. Hold on. Mesh tile. We're gonna do this. It's not the best thing yet, but we want that oxygen to move in and out. And what else do we have? The grill we're not going to use yet. Egg cracker we're not going to use yet. Oh yeah, bathrooms. There's something fun. Mess tables so they can have a place to eat and get more morale. Honestly, the more I look at this, I'm probably going to scrap this whole nature reserve idea right here. I just don't like where it's at. Okay. Build a ladder. Alright, so we're putting some mesh tile in here. Mesh tile lets liquid and gas go through. So that should definitely yeah, there we go. So we finally got rid of that carbon dioxide that was bugging us. Bugging me, I guess. Got to step away for a few, be back in a bit. I'll be right here, hun. Right here, just talking away about tiles. Alright. But we were able to clear out some of that carbon dioxide. Trying to narrate, and I keep running out of stuff for them to do. Alright, how did I want to do this? Bedroom. We're going to turn this into bathroom. Methinks. So here's what we'll do. Let them space that out more. And once this is done, let's watch this pit. Look at him go. So cute. All right. Research. So we could go. Smart batteries are good. Oh, I know what I need. I need insulated tiles. Bad. Alright, so we're going to go for advanced research because we need to get insulation. Man, sorry, I got something in my eye. Alright, so now that they're done with that, let's deconstruct this bottom row. Since we've got the mesh tiles, I'm going to block this off again. I don't really love this area, but we'll just move along. Move along. Oh look, all these little guys are hatching. See if this one hatches. Incubation 98. It's like Jurassic Park. Life finds a way. Life? Ah, there it is. Yay! A wild shine nymph. What a cutie. Alright. Alright. Everybody's getting mad. They don't have any jobs to do. We're gonna make temporary bathrooms. Well, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. We want to take this clean water. We want to dump out yuck water. So let's do a ladder. And let's do... I don't know if you can hear my cat or not. He's going nuts. Trying to think of how I want to size this. Let's go that route. All right. And then we're gonna dig this, and we're gonna dig this, and we're gonna put down a liquid pump, a liquid vent. So this is going to be where I dump my dirty water. Polluted water will fall in from that. I've got a pump here so that when I'm ready to start refining it into clean water or using it in something that takes dirty water. So to make sure I don't have to open it back up, I'm going to pre-plan some pipes into the wall. And I'm going to pre-plan some wires into the wall. And so that'll just mean down the road, I'll be able to just hook into this without having to open this back up, because it's going to be full of polluted oxygen. Brimming. Okay, what research did we have? Water cooler. We can make a little room for that. Bathrooms. Dining. We'll do dining up here. Three, four. Okay, so we're going to turn this into a dining room where they can all go and eat, get some more morale. I think we're good on morale, though, right now. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Vitals. Yep. Hold on, I gotta let this cat out. He's going bonkers. What are you doing, guy? I told you not to come down here. But you wanted to come down here. Sorry, I'm hitting everything. I'm sweating. Haven't been moving enough. All right. Did they do stuff? They are doing stuff. Stop. Okay. Looks like somebody's got some skill points. What did we just unlock? Supercomputer. Skill scrubber. Supercomputer. I kind of regret how I built a couple things, but what are you gonna do? Supercomputer, huh? where do I want you? Let's do... Oh boy, they're keeping it bright up there. It's a lot of light. Okay. Let's follow out with this plan. The original plan was we wanted to dig this out, dump some of this water down here. That'll give us space in here to operate. We'll let some of the carbon dioxide fall down. Why am I getting so much muckroot? Alright. So finish this out. Go, Otto, go. Hold your little breath. Run. That hatch is stuck for some reason. He should be going to sleep, but he's not. The hatches, these little guys, they like to sleep during the day by hiding inside of ground or metal. And then they wake up at night and run around and eat stuff. But he's not going under. So there's probably some weird thing going on there. Okay. Plumbing overlay, F6. We got our pipes. Electricity overlay, we got our wires. This is all done, walled off, ready to go. We're going to move debris, priority 8, because I really want it out of there. But we don't have a place to put it. I need to make a... I think this is going to be a row of... how do we want to do this? Let's deconstruct this. And let's do ladders. Let's do 2. I don't want that there. All right, we're gonna dig this out. Actually, we don't need to dig it. We can just do this. Boom. That's somewhat centralized, and I think we're going to be going down further a bit, looks like. I'm going to deconstruct these because I don't want them there. Oh, snazzy suit. Hello. Yes. All right, so who's gonna be? Mima, you're always here working. So you can wear the snazzy suit. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, Mima, I lied. Turner's always running around carrying stuff, so he'll make everybody happy. I'm so sorry, Mima. Okay, trying to sneak in that polluted dirt on me. Also, no critter eggs. Okay. That is their break time. Why is this not wanting to work? Yeah, there you go. So you can see the little hatches. These guys running around during the nighttime eating stuff. But they can't hide during the day because they don't have any natural soil. I've dug it all up right there. But they're fine. They don't care. That just made me realize. Hold, please. We have got to sweep up this algae because it is very important. And this little guy will eat all that algae and poop it into coal. Coal is also very important, but I'd prefer the algae. Where's the other one? I know there was another one. Where'd he go? I have no idea. Okay, guys. What's going on here? Why are we not... Why are these on 8? Stop it. These are 5s. Those are 8s. Those are 7s. What are you guys doing? Priority. I did make that an 8, and I did that on purpose, and now I wish I wouldn't have. But you're almost done, so just keep going. Alright. We're going to wall that off. See, look. He already pooped some coal. He ate something up here. Don't you do it. Don't you eat that algae. Okay, good. Okay, so dirty water is gonna, or clean water is gonna come in. We'll do some bathrooms, dirty water out. We need a liquid pump here. Alright, so now that we've got the storage moved, let's do stations. Supercomputer. And let's squeeze in another little battery so we can get them working. So at this point, we've got enough calories to safely pick up another person for like 5 or 6 days, but don't love the way we're getting the calories. Most of it's just muckroot that we've dug up by luck. So still might hold off on another person. Because it's real easy to take too many people too fast. It's also real easy to open this up too fast. And then your oxygen spreads out too much, or you're overwhelmed by carbon dioxide. Got a pipe here. Got a pipe here. trying to decide how to navigate some of this. Okay, so let's do ladders so that we can dig some of this out. Give us more room for the water to filter down. Oh, supercomputer. Shit. I'm wasting so much time because I keep losing my train of thought. All right. So we are getting these insulated tiles. That's also going to get us ventilation so we can pump gas around from room to room. And my favorite, airflow tiles, they will let gas pass through walls but not liquids. So if there's a spill, it doesn't rain down into your bedroom. Airlocks are good too. All right. Get to work in Mima. Oh, yeah. Well, I lost my example. I was going to show you an example of walls and decor, but that was a long time ago. We're past it now. There's not really a good example. I feel bad for this guy. I'm just going to go dig him a little space just because I feel bad for him. Be free, little guy. Oh, and he laid an egg. Fun. I just had a thought. We're going to have as many eggs as we can hatch up here. Gotta watch these fools. They'll kill themselves down here, I know it. Ooh, it's a lot of oxygen. It's also a lot of oxygen. No, I knew it. Oh, if they pee in that water, I'm gonna be pissed. I don't have a way to block it off. Wake up. Oh, yellow alert doesn't wake him up. Then how about red alert? You're not peeing in my water. Alright, red alert's fine. Haha! You tried to pee in my water, but I wouldn't let you. Which brings up a next section of irritation. I wanted this to be enclosed, but now that I've got polluted water, I need a place for that polluted water. Hatch eggs, sage hatch eggs. Let's do... Man, you guys mucked up my plans. Alright, we're just going to leave it for now. We'll deal with it later. We'll do it live. Okay, so now... Ah! That scared me. No, no, no. No yellow alert. Normal. You know, wait till they get back because they'll bury themselves in there. Okay, now do that. And do that. Okay, priorities. This is a list of jobs and what order they do them in. And it goes from left to right. Left to right. Trying to think about how you see it on the screen. Anyway, it goes from left to right. So the most important things they'll do are attack, then they'll do life support things, toggle switches, doctoring, then they'll clean, cook, decorate, research, blah, 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 blah. I feel like that might not be true now that I'm looking at it. Because I don't think digging is that low on the list. Fair enough. Either way. So Nisbet here is really good at attacking. She's got a 6. What is going on here? This is all wonky. Oh, excavation goes into attacking. Okay. Anyway, we don't care about attacking. We don't want her to do doctoring. She won't. But we do not want her cooking at all. She's not allowed to cook. We want her to toggle things. We don't want her to decorate. We don't want her to do research. We don't want anybody to do research. Oops. So everybody's disallowed to research except Mima, who is a higher priority to research. Supplying up, storing up, tidying I don't care about. Other people can get that. Turn this up. He'll be our cleaner guy, actually. So he's going to do more tidying. We don't want anybody doing cooking until we have a actual cook. That's foolish. Anybody can cook until we have an actual cook. I mean, we want her to dig more because she's good at digging. All right. So this is all sealed off. We are ready to start putting in the toilets. So we're going to deconstruct this and this. We will take that algae. And then we will very frantically sweep up that algae. So that nothing eats it. Cutter egg, sweep only. Now... Sweep that critter egg. Sweep that critter egg. Sweep that critter egg. Actually, these don't matter. Yeah, there they are. There's all the hatches. Oh, you turd. Don't eat my stuff. Don't eat my algae. Okay. Sweep. Algae. Algae. Dirt. Just sweep all this. I'm losing my train of thought here. Okay. We're going to move an outhouse. Just going to put one over here for now. Back. Base looks good. Did you let them all work while you were gone? Leave them on autopilot and pray? Alright. So I've got things I wanted to do, but I gave them high priority sweeping because these little hatches that are everywhere, like here's one up here, I want to let them run around and just eat the garbage on the ground, and then they'll poop out coal, which is very, very helpful. But I don't want them to eat my dirt and my algae. Because you can see, so if you go up here to your little database, critters, hatches. Hatches have a diet of this. Sand, clay, dirt, sandstone, sedimentary rock, and then every freaking kind of food. So, oh, did they take algae off? Maybe I don't have to worry after all. Oh, no, it's these. These sage hatches will eat my algae. They'll eat algae, polluted dirt, slime, and turn it into coal. These are actually good ones to get. If you can get some stone hatches, they will eat different kinds of rock, and you're going to get a crap load of sedimentary and igneous rock, and they'll just poop out coal. And then these smooth ones will eat raw metal and poop out refined metal. Yeah, I don't let the game run. Like, if I do, it's on accident, and then I come back and frantically look around for something that went wrong. Oh yeah, so here you go. All these little hatches. They come out during the night. And if we observe them, they'll eat some of the crap on the ground here. They didn't. Fair enough. But they'll poop out the little coal lumps. But like this right here, you gotta be careful because they dropped some meal ice on the ground. So 1, it's unrefrigerated. That means it's gonna go bad. 2, it's sitting right next to polluted water. So that means it's gonna get germs on it. And this is all... This is my fault. These are food poisoning germs. So there's a chance they'll get food poisoning, which means they use the bathroom more and food doesn't do as much. But it's my fault because these are sources of germs. That's what these little circles mean. And I haven't put a sink here for them to wash their hands, because usually I just skip it until I get actual plumbing. But I probably should have, because it's quite a lot of germs. They're dirty birdies. All right. Oh yeah, that's why it's taking so long. I blocked that off so they wouldn't get their peas and poops in my clean water. Also, to increase their speed, you can open these doors. So they'll lock it open. It still counts as a room, but they don't have to stop and run through. There we go. Good job. So they've got food coming in, getting some extra meal ice. They won't sweep up this meal ice for some reason, so this guy's gonna eat it. There they go, they got it. She's composting some polluted dirt into dirt, but you can see composting generates a good amount of heat. It's actually yellow instead of this more verdant green. What is that? That's like a lime green. You'll see, well, now you won't see it. But when they do that, that's just them saying that they did not like the food that they ate. Nothing terrible. That's just their thing. Can you direct them to disinfect? You can. The thing about doing that, so you can do disinfect buildings down here, and you can pick which ones to clean. So like I can spray on that. And you can set their auto disinfect. So every day they wake up and they spray off their beds. But 10,000 germs and above, they're going to go around and spray stuff. That's fine. Honestly, with the way they've got germs set up, I would just ignore it because you're going to be okay. But they can get caught in loops where they'll like run across the base, disinfect this square over here, and then run back to do what they were doing, and then they drop what they were doing and they disinfect this square over here. So I wouldn't worry about it too much unless you need to tell them to stop cleaning something. Because as things go on, like all you really need to watch is, are they sick? If one or two are sick, that's fine. It's just if they're all sick and having problems, then it can really cause a problem. I think this next cycle we're going to take another duplicate too. So you always, occasionally you want to go in here, make sure you don't have anything, like I disable all the critter eggs in the storage. And I make sure that polluted dirt and rot piles do not go in main storage. Also slime, you want to make sure to keep slime out of main storage. Just make sure they're not picking up anything they shouldn't be. Oh, we've still got some airflow tiles. We're going to do some airflow tiles here. Some airflow tiles here. And you're going to see that gases move in a particular direction. Like hydrogen will move up and to the right. is what it prefers. So you'll find pockets of hydrogen like here, here, and here if you get some leaking. Carbon dioxide moves, I believe, I know it's down. I think it's down and to the right. So you want to put things that use carbon dioxide over here, and it'll all naturally filter that way. Joya seeds, ice. Immune to food poisoning. Cannot do doctoring, cannot do cooking, but likes farming. Oh. And Liam, I might just have to take Liam because the Liam Nader was so nice to join in. Tidying. Increased food morale bonus. He has no taste. He's allergic. That could be a problem. Okay, we're gonna take her, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until nighttime has passed. Also, we can deconstruct all of these ladders. And we're gonna do mess tables. So if I do 5 per bedroom, be 10 tables. To get a great hall, it can be no bigger than 120. This one's only 52. That should be fine. Furniture, mess table. Let's do... All right, so we'll make this into one big dining room, and we'll have some kind of recreation thing right here. Do some artwork in the back, and that will become a grand hall, or a great hall. That will give them a bigger food bonus. So right now it's a mess hall, because we've got tables. That's all you really need. It's got to be at least 12 tiles wide, or total. That's going to give them morale +3. That's pretty good. They like eating in a room together. Choose a blueprint. So she won't cook, but she's good at farming. And that's good. We got a bed for her already. Oh, we've got our insulated tiles. We need that. While we're here, I'm going to grab this. These deodorizers will turn polluted air into clean air. Okay, so let's tear down that one. So now that we've got an extra helper, another thing that I do, which I don't know that it's common, so I'll go to the schedule editor, I'll hit downtime, and I'll give them 1 extra hour of downtime. That gives them a +2 morale bonus, but also it gives them each a chance to get in here and use the bathroom, which isn't a huge deal when there's only, 4 or 5. But later, I try to run kind of minimum bathroom setup. But some of the people that are more advanced with it will go to the schedule, they'll add a new schedule, and you can do like, all right, my bedtime is from here to here. That's a really long bedtime. And then I work until here. And then I do bath time to here. So whatever duplicates you put on this schedule will have like an off-kilter day, to where when some of them sleep, some of them are awake. But I haven't done that. It gets kind of too much for me. But I will add an extra hour of downtime for them so that they have time to do all their stuff. Make their peas and their poops. I'm nervous, so I'm gonna make another outhouse, even though I don't really need to. Oh no! Man, I moved one of my eggs over here, so I was gonna drop them on the floor. So when they hatched, they would all be running around in this area. I forgot to let it out, and instead of hatching, it cracked. So now we've got a raw egg. Raw egg, which I don't think they can eat. It's gotta be cooked. But I'm not really ready to build a grill yet. So, do hatches eat raw eggs? No, they do not. But they'll eat cooked eggs. Crap. Oh well, we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, so they built the other outhouse. We're gonna deconstruct this outhouse. Okay, all outhouses are done. We're going to turn this into a tile. That's a room. Deconstruct that. And we're going to do medicine for a sink. 1, 2, 3 sinks. And we're going to do plumbing for the lavatory. 1, 2, 3. So now we've got sinks, and you'll see these arrows at the top. This means whenever I'm moving left or right, I'm going to use the sink. I'm going to set this to only use it when I'm going right. So ideally, we want this to be set up in a way. Let's close that off if we can, hopefully without killing somebody. All right, so we do 3 sinks for 3 toilets, because what's going to happen is if there's 1 sink, let's say, 3 people are going to get out. They're going to come running for the door. And if 1 person's using the sink, the other 2 run out here with dirty hands. So 1 sink per toilet. We block it off or lock the door over here, because that keeps people from coming in this way without using the restroom. Because then once again, they'd be blocking the sink so that when people use the restroom, they'll run out without cleaning their hands. So we do all this just to keep them going in and coming straight out. Plumbing. We are going to pull water from the clean, and we're going to take it. Let's kind of get an idea here. We're going to take it this way, and then you look for the one. So usually it's white for in, green for out, which is reverse of how they used to have it. But oops. But you'll see right here, so arrow in. This is going to be where we want our clean water to go in. And it can all just pour through the same way. And then our clean water coming out, we want it to come that way. and dump into that. So now, let's deconstruct this right here. What we'll do is we will... Alright, how much power do we have going here? So, 120 and 180 together. But we've only got one researcher, so this will never use more than 120, because they're either going to be on this machine or this machine. So 120, 240, that leaves 160 watts left. And this pump needs 240 watts. So let's just be safe, and for now, we'll do a second generator. But we'll put the battery... Let's expand this. Oh, don't do that. Deconstruct that. Also, why did I put that up there? Who knows? All right. Now this is just my own thing. If you run wires through the floor, it will hide them so the decor bonus won't be hurt. Rooms that they spend a lot of time in, you can go to your, it's the picture of the little like plant, potted plant. So this is the decor. The more decor they have in common areas, the happier they'll be, the less stressed out they'll be. This is a funny option. So Turner here, I got a snazzy suit as one of my drops, and you can see he's got like a little glittery gold outfit. What that does is it makes him decoration. So everywhere he goes, he's showing off for everybody. But anyway, hiding these wires will keep the decor from going down, because you can see right here on this square, there's the printing pot is a plus 30. I don't know why I'm pointing, you can't see that. But the tile is good because we've got actual tiles. The wire is a minus 13.5 to decor. So anything like that you can hide. That helps out. Same thing goes for pipes. So you can see I can't see the pipes. Oh wow, people really like to see sinks, but they don't like to see toilets. I did not know that. Wow, we learning things. There we go. Liquid pipe. I guess they don't really care about pipes either. But either way, you can put down artwork and stuff to keep them happy. Okay, so we hit F6 or our plumbing overlay, and we don't have any batteries, which isn't really a huge deal. It's just that little guy over there will keep running for eternity. Oh, insulated pipes, or tiles. We want all of this. So insulated tile, we're gonna do slow heating igneous rock. And we're just gonna come down to here and going to deconstruct and deconstruct. I don't really know where to go with that one, but I'm gonna cancel this. And we're going to do ladders all the way down. Ladders here. Cancel this. Dig that. Dig that. So hopefully we can kind of wall out some of that heat now that we've got these insulated tiles. Let's see. These bathrooms should be up and running. Yep. So all the blue clean water is primed in. And here when they go to bed, we'll check to make sure that they're flowing out. But it looks like they are because we got polluted water in here. Something else that you'll need to do is a bottle emptier. I'll put one right here so it will drop wherever the spout is facing. You need to push O to swap the direction of the spouts, but it'll drop the liquid directly down in front of it. Just need to be wary of what liquid you tell them to drop. So like these bottles of water, say they don't have a storage space. As soon as I turn this to clean water, now they do, and they can be swept. Nice try. They were going to dump that water. I know they were going to figure out a way. I don't want any of this. I'm not ready for a duplicate. I'm going to print these eggs. I'm going to throw these eggs up here again. But this time I might build a grill before they hatch, and we'll cook them and make omelets. And our duplicates will like that. Polluted dirt. I don't have a place for polluted dirt anymore. Oh yeah, we can deconstruct these. Polluted dirt. Let's do refinement, compost. We'll put compost over here. So we can get rid of some of this poo dirt. What do we got? Base, airlocks, mechanized airlocks, deodorizers, carbon skimmers, liquid valves, gas pumps, space heaters, ice fans. What are we currently researching? Nothing? Nothing, nothing. Tra-la-la. Let's do... So let's do this here. Agriculture. We're going to start doing some hydroponic farm. Maybe put it down here. So we got all this watra. Oxygen is good. Electricity is good. Suffocating. You're doing it. I knew you'd find a way. Ooh, it's getting toasty over here. Who's suffocating? Why are you suffocating? Ellie, what are you doing, you dummy? Go. See, she was just running in circles. Running in circles down here, gonna suffocate. What are you doing? You guys are so dumb. Here she goes. Look at her. Okay. Clearly. Oh. Like, why are they doing this stupid pathing? Sometimes it just doesn't make any freaking sense. One thing you can do to keep heat out of your base is a much more extensive process, but you can put down a row of tiles with one gap in between with nothing, no materials, no ladders, no nothing, and then you can slowly create a vacuum with like pumps, gas pumps, and because there's a vacuum, temperature will not transfer from one side to the other, but that takes a long time. And then once this is done, this particular block, I'm gonna have them finish that corner. I just don't trust them to not break both of these at once. Well, I guess at this point it wouldn't matter. Because if they break that... Okay, no, they're good then. They're okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it 2. Oh, it's like 2.5 on the dot. Well, thanks for coming by, man. That was fun. Let me know if you think of anything else that you want to try out. We're back on track now. No hospital visits, no holidays. So Saturday we're gonna try to finish up Little Nightmares, but I'll be on before then. Do some fun stuff. See you, Panda Stugoo. Also, anybody else who came out to chat for a moment, Rainbow Bright Eyes. We had CX Soong. Thank you so much. Hope you guys had some fun. I better stop this before they find some crazy way to kill themselves. Laters. See you guys.